بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد نبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome all of you wherever you are. I welcome you again with the program Fatwa Life that comes to you Thursday on the 14th of November. The first question is about someone who has a question about his wife because of a divorce that happened to him and he was angry. This is the second time he divorced her. I don't want to anger Allah Azza wa Jal. So there was a dispute and she insulted me and she cussed me on the phone and I said divorce. Did I have that divorce? Did I can and I slept with her before the night before we had this dispute. The answer, my son, the divorce is twice. As Allah Azza wa Jal said, the divorce is twice. To hold in goodness or to leave in goodness. This third one, the wife will not be allowed to him until she marries somebody else. Like Allah said in the Quran, if he divorces her, she is not for him until she marries somebody else. If the other one divorces her, then there is no problem if they come back, if they thought that they're going to hold Allah's boundaries. And this is the boundaries of Allah. Allah clarifies it for people who are fearful of Allah. On the Fatwa committee, it says the big divorce with the one that complete the third, and it immediately turn off the marriage, and she is not permissible for him until she finish her period from another husband who married her in a correct marriage, not so he could marry her again. It should be according to the Sunnah. This is what Allah and His Messenger allowed. And the Sunnah divorce, that he divorced her one time in a purification, he did not touch her. In Surah Al-Talaq, Allah says, "Oh, prophets of Allah, if you all divorce the women, divorce them to their time and count it, and fear Allah your Lord. Do not kick them out of their houses, and they will not leave unless they come with a big sin. And these are the boundaries of Allah. And whoever go beyond Allah's boundary, then he has transgressed himself. You don't know, maybe Allah will bring something good. So divorce them to their, meaning they are waiting for their. So it has to be in purified that he did not touch her in. The bid'i, that he divorced her when she has her period, and he knows that she's has her period, or she is waiting for clearing of the blood after the having pregnancy. And even though it is forbidden, but they all agree that it happened, and it is counted on the person who made the divorce. And this is what the American Muslim Jurist Association said, and some of the scholars, they disagreed, and they had a fatwa that it did not happen. One of them, Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah, and his student Ibn al-Qayyim, and others. And this is the fatwa in Saudi Arabia. And they say that there are different types of bid'i divorce, that he divorced her in her period, or while she's having her blood after pregnancy, or in a purification that he had sex with her. And it did not happen. To be angry, no divorce in ighlaq. And ighlaq is the maximum of anger, that it will take the knowledge and the attention. You don't know what you said, and you didn't mean what you said. If you reach to that, then it is not counted. And the person is responsible for his religion. So we take this So we could apply it to your case. You have mentioned that you have divorced her and purification, you touch her and because you had intercourse the day before. So this is an ovation divorce. So it is not, and there is another one that is considered is not like a mistake of the uh, scholars. You could take to it when there is no other way. If this is the third divorce, so you could take the first one to in that part and to use it so it did not happen. But you are angry. You are responsible for your religion. This is another way. If you are in the peak of the anger, where you reach, where you don't understand what you are saying, or you mean what you are saying, you're too angry. You are not aware of what you're doing. The intention and the knowledge is not there. Then the divorce is not accepted. But what it looks to us, very clear. You divorce her in a innovation way, a bid'ah divorce. It is okay to use the fatwa that it did not happen. Ask Allah Azza wa Jal to bring the guidance between and hold your tongue and don't have the divorce as something you say. And our mm, beloved Prophet ﷺ advised the person who asked him, give me an advice. He said, don't get angry. He said it 3 times. Every time he asked him, give me an advice, he told him, do not get angry. So hold your tongue, hold your anger, and fear Allah. Another question, because of my work conditions and the cold events that we are going to through, and I want to have a steady income, I have a position to maintenance in a church. As a Muslim, can I work as maintenance in the church? The answer, I really don't think so, because it's you're helping into falsehood. The work of the Muslims in the maintenance of the worship places for non-Muslims is like helping them on the evil, and this is the worst, because the Prophet ﷺ was asked, which sin is the greatest? Is to make to Allah a partner, and He created you. Meaning that the Muslim should not work for anybody like a carpenter or a builder or anything else, because that will help them on the sin, and that's from their falsehood and their religion, and this is something to glorify their religion, and it's under Maliki that the person need to uh, be straightened because of that. Al-Hanafi, they said, not a problem, because there is no sin in the action of the work itself. And we advise you more patience. Make an abundance of istighfar, because it will bring sustenance. Allah said in Surah Nuh, I said to them, ask Allah's repentance. He is most forgiven. He will send the heavens with rain, give you more abundance of money and sons, and give you gardens and rivers. So it will bring sustenance. Do the best. The second question about a company, technology, in an eastern area, and it has different branches. It has did a new technology to examine with the removable instrument. As soon as you touch it, and for not allowed be allowed to uh, drive the car, especially in the West, because of the death number, because it's driving with intoxicated. So if you find him intoxicated, our or when we get this, well, so where is the doubt? He says, while I'm improving this instrument and examine it, I have to examine a lot of people and they have to drink alcohol. So we deal with other specialists into this. Usually it's for non-Muslims and it has to be on human being so it will be successful. So what is the rule and what are the rules in this issue? So we have to do experiment on humans and they have to drink alcohol with different levels. And also the marketing here. The one who drink could be a customer or one of the company affiliate from the Muslims. So what is the rule about that? So I tell him what it looks, there is nothing wrong to begin to make that instrument because it comes to reduce the alcohol consumption for those who drink it, and we have no control over them to stop them. But definitely, it will be a way to reduce the evil and to protect people more because you are reducing the number of intoxicants and driving the car. And you know, the Sharia is to bring the best of the goodness and to reduce and push the worst of evil. But for the experiments, of course, the alcohol is a great manner. It was cursed 10 times. So I think work with the Muslims who don't have a problem with the forbidding of the, and they do it with their own way on non-Muslims to make sure the accuracy. And with this, you are out of the things that are you directly maybe. He said your employees they take the alcohol. He said no, but let them sell it, and you take from uh, because the Muslims used to take the people of the So Umar denied him, and then he allowed him to take from this money if the people are going to sell it themselves, because alcohol and the pigs are m- money of the people of the book, not for any Muslims in any condition or forms. Another question: can I send one of my men and this will include that you look for those who are getting intoxication. Is that enough? No, wallahi, there's nothing wrong with that, because you're not going to them to encourage them to drink, nor are you enjoying what you see. You're trying to get a very respectful goal. If you have something in your t-shirt, when you make sujood, if you feel like uncover, does it affect your prayer? No. Make sure you come to the prayer with and that t-shirt should not be short enough. If you prostrate, your back is going to be exposed, and maybe part that should not be exposed. If a cat and jumped on us or go in front of us while we are praying tashahhud, is it going to affect our prayer? No, that will not affect your prayer. And don't enjoy the cat and start praying with him while you're praying. No, remember you are in a prayer, so you do that after the prayer is finished. But don't exercise that while you're praying. The rule of a husband who bought a house with the banking system, which is riba. The wife is, her name is on the house. Is she going to be sent the same way? Well, whomever denied, he is safe. We tell the husband, Allah Azza wa Jal gave you other alternatives, Islamic finance areas that goes through muradaha and a partnership that ends with ownership, and they've been doing this for years, and they're giving it for you. So now you could do refinancing of your whole properties. But the wife, if she denied, she is the protection for her husband and his leadership. Should not take her husband on the house, which is done because of the law, or he did. There's no burden on that, inshallah. Can you ask istighfar when you make sujood? Yes, yes. Ask Allah's forgiveness any way you can. That's a dua, that's supplication. And the sujood is place of dua. Because Prophet ﷺ said it is prayer that it will be accepted on you. How about wiping on the sides? You do it on the top, not in the bottom. You wipe on the top, not in the bottom. In the pizza places, they do the pizza in the same oven with other stuff that has pigs. Are you going to be sinned when you eat in that restaurant? I hope that is from the minor stuff that is forgiven. If you can ask that they will clean to you before they cook it, usually you can't. If you, it is okay. In the Islamic financial, but the other banks they can't. And whoever claimed that they had traded you because they only deal with the loans. He take people with the interest and he give it to others with higher, and he takes that to the first, and that's how he makes the money. But the Islamic bank or the Islamic finance institutions, they do that through the Islamic part and the murabaha and other ones that they want me to. لا إله إلا الله. So Madi will stop here inshallah. Continue later. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.